things won't turn out perfectly when you want them to. And there is one thing you can do. You can sit home back and let the day roll by. Don't you worry and don't you cry, darling. You know we can't always win. It ain't worth it thinking about what went wrong. If you wanna make it, you have to stay strong. You gotta sit on back and let the day roll by. Don't you worry and don't you cry, darling. You know we can't always win. I know it's hard to understand why these things happen. If you take me by the hand, I'll try to make you see how beautiful life can be. If you just believe everything's gonna be alright, whoa, whoa, just hold on tight.
Hi, welcome to Yoga Inside and Out. I'm Batsheva, and in this series we're going to be exploring our chakras. Our chakras are our vital energy centers that are located along our spine and affect our physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being. Today we're going to be exploring the first chakra, which sits at the base of the spine and radiates down into the legs and the feet. So our poses today are going to be about grounding, focused on the legs and feet. Why would we want to focus on the legs and feet and be grounded? So often in life, when this chakra is out of balance, we experience intense survival fears that we're not going to have our needs met and not be okay. So when we can, in our body and in our breath, ground ourselves, we can really start to trust that everything's going to be all right and our needs are going to be met, and to trust the process of life much more. So let's begin by starting with some warm-ups, feeling safe and secure in our bodies. So begin first by closing your eyes, and we'll center ourselves, inhaling deeply through the nostrils, letting the belly expand as you inhale, and exhaling completely. If you know the Ujjayi breath, this is a nice time to begin Ujjayi breath. Inhaling through the nostrils, letting the belly expand, inhaling as if you're inhaling steam, so slowly, and exhaling sort of imagining that there's a mirror in front of your mouth and you're slowly fogging up the mirror. Nice tall spine, chest points open, shoulders and face relaxed, breathing and coming inside. Great. And now inhale. And exhale and let your chin drop to your chest. Letting the back of your neck stretch and open. And then inhale the chin up and exhale the chin to the ceiling, stretching out the throat and the front of your neck. Breathing fully. Bringing the chin back to center on the inhale and exhaling the right ear towards the right shoulder. Whoops, side. And then taking your hands and resting it on your ear, just resting it there, not yanking with the hand, just letting the weight of your hand stretch out the side of your neck. Feels good. And then release that side, let the head float up and come to the other side. Left ear to left shoulder. Breathing and releasing, letting the weight of your hand gently stretch the side of your neck. And release that side. Come up to center, and then take some circles with your neck. Come the other direction. And then come back to center, pressing out through the crown so that your neck is really long. Good. Inhale and shrug your shoulders to the ears. And exhale and release. And again, inhaling up. And then releasing. 1 Wonderful. Roll your shoulders back and then forwards, letting the weight of the world release from your shoulders. Great. And then release down and take your left hand and let it come to the floor and reach up through the right side, pressing out the fingertips, stretch through those hands, good, and rotate the wrist. Open, good, breathe, stretch. One more stretch with a nice inhale, and exhale and release down. And then exchange sides. Left arm comes up, stretching out the fingertips, rotating the wrist. Good. And then one more breath, and exhale, down. Wonderful. Feel the opening in your shoulders and arms, and come to standing. Great. Step the feet a little more than hip width apart. Good. And inhale up, and exhale, and just fold down, releasing down. Good. Coming into the ragdoll and releasing your whole upper body forward. And then twist both your feet over to the right and bring your forehead to your knee and get a nice stretch through those legs. Good. And then bring the feet center and twist them to the other side. Forehead to the knee, breathing, stretching. And then coming center, one more stretch in the ragdoll. And then slowly bending your knees, slowly come on up. Rolling up. Great. Stepping your feet together in preparation for our postures, our asanas today. We're going to start our poses today with Tadasana, the mountain, which is one of the most simplest but yet one of the most grounding and important poses in yoga. So look down at your feet and make sure they're parallel. That means the insides of your feet parallel, and spread your toes out so that they're nice and grounded too. And lift your kneecaps slightly, tuck your tailbone under, and lift tall from the waist, pressing out the chest points. Shoulders relaxed and press down into your fingertips. Look straight ahead and breathe deeply. Good. Pressing out through your crown. You might even want to bring your hand to your crown point and lengthen into your touch. Great. Press into the fingertips and bring the arms up. Inhaling the arms up. Good. And just stretching so you're pressing down into the feet and lifting up into the fingertips and the crown of your head. And that's simply the mountain pose. But just feel how good it is to be grounded like this, feeling your feet firmly rooted in the ground, feeling your strength and your breath. Slow, even, long, full breath. Staying focused on sensations in your body. One more breath. Stretch up a little bit more. Extend and exhale and release down, pressing the air down. Good. When your palms come to your sides, close your eyes, let your body be soft, and feel the effects of Tadasana, the mountain. And then allow your eyes to open, and let your feet be hip width apart. That means big toes underneath the hips in preparation for Utkatasana, the standing squats, another very grounding, strengthening pose. So first begin by standing in the mountain, inhaling your arms up, shoulder height, letting the shoulders drop. Good. So palms stay at shoulder height. Nice focused gaze in front of you, and let your weight come into your heels. And we're going to inhale, and on the exhale, take a seat as if you're sitting in a chair, pressing the chest points forward. So chest goes forward towards you, towards the wall in front of you. Excuse me. Good. Squatting, squat a little more. Make sure your knees are over your toes. Very important. Breathe. Smile. Good. It's intense. Also called the awkward pose. Good. Inhale up. It's a two-phase posture. So come onto your tippy toes, lifting your heels high, and straighten the back now. We're going to come down as if coming down a waltz with a nice straight back. Good. coming down, and not down too, if you come down to here, it gets easy, right? So you want to come to the place where you're feeling a burn a little bit in the thighs. Breathe. Good. Be mindful of the knees. If you feel a lot of intensity in the knees, come on out sooner. Breathe. Chest points out in front of you. Strong arms. A few more breaths. Smile. Good. And come on up, lifting the heels high, and then releasing them down, and then releasing the arms down. Close your eyes. Come back inside. Feel the effects of Utkatasana. Feeling all the prana, all the energy in your body move. Good. Okay. And come to the side of the space you're working on, because we're going to be stepping to the right in preparation for Trikonasana, the triangle pose. Once again, starting in the mountain, pressing down into your feet, finding your breath, lifting tall from the waist, inhaling the arms up, stretching and reaching up. Good. Once again, find the breath, center. Good. Inhale. We're going to exhale the hand and the foot out to the side. Good. Into the five-pointed star. Great. So chest points and hips forward. Breathe. Press out through those fingertips. Good. And now we're going to bring the right toes in the direction of the right fingertips and press out through the left hip, reaching forward. We're not reaching up or down, just extending to the side. Extend, extend, extend a little further, and then just rotate the arms around, windmill arms. Good, so the body doesn't move. I didn't come over and forward. I'm just simply extending out and then windmilling the arms around, stretching high and low, looking up at that extended arm. Breathing and feeling those legs nice and strong on the floor. Extending. Good. Inhale, come on up. Back into five-pointed star. The right toes come in and the left toes come out for the other side. Once again, we press out of the right hip, coming straight over, nice straight knee. Feet firmly planted in the floor, on the floor. Good. Extend and then rotate those arms around. Good. So this isn't about having to touch the floor. If you're over here, it's fine at your knee. Most important thing is you keep this hip lifted, the right hip lifted, up and back. Good. Stretching tall in the arms. Good. Palms face forward. Stretching through from lower arm to upper arm. Reaching, stretching, breathing. One more breath, and then inhale and come on up. Good. Back to the five-pointed star. Pigeon toe the feet in, the toes in. Good. You might want to get a little extra extension through the legs, and we're going to inhale, lifting the tailbone up and out and coming forward and down into the standing angle, Dandha Konasana. Good. You might want to grab the feet or the ankles, knees, wherever you can, and we're going to bend the elbows. The whole body relaxes forward, and you just lift with the arms, feeling a nice stretch in those inner thighs, breathing. Good. Keep that breath slow, even, long, and full. In and out of the nose. Bend the elbows. Pull with the arms. Good. And then airplane the arms out to the side. Lift the chin. And come on up. Great. Step the hands and feet together. Reach. Good. And exhale and release down. Close your eyes. Come back inside and feel the effects of Trikonasana, the triangle, and Dandha Konasana, the standing angle. Great. Okay, so in preparation for our floor poses, come to lying on your back on the floor. And just take a few moments to just breathe, reconnect with your breath. Good. And we're going to start with a pose with a kind of funny name. It's called Pavana Muktasana, the wind relieving pose. It's a pose that massages the digestion. So we're going to start with the ascending colon, inhaling the right knee into the chest, and just pulling that knee in, and make sure your chin isn't lifted up. You want your chin tucked in. Look, so you're gazing at that knee, and you're tucking that knee in as tight in as possible, and breathing fully. Very important to breathe fully so that that colon can get a nice massage. You can get a nice stretch. Breathe. Foot is relaxed. Good. Release the fingertips, press the foot up, and release the foot to the floor slowly. When that heel touches the floor, the left knee comes in. Squeeze that knee in. Remember to gaze at that knee. Breathe. Good. One more breath. Release that foot, press the heel to the sky, and then release down. When the left heel touches the floor, both knees come into the chest, and we make a nice tight grasp if you can. If this is too much for you, do what you can, but you want to try and grab opposite hand to opposite elbow and squeeze those knees in as tight as you can, looking down at the knees, chin tucked in. Good. See if you can release through the tailbone too. Nice stretch here. Breathe. Good. One more breath. And then release the hands. Press the heels up. And using your abdominals, slowly release those heels to the floor. So that means no thuds at the end, right? We want to slowly come on down, especially when your heels are about an inch away from the floor, and then slowly, slowly release down. Good. And then just take a moment and rest and feel the effects of Pavana Muktasana. Good. Okay, bring your hands at a T position at your sides for the lying spinal twist, Supta Matsyendrasana. Taking the right foot and letting it stand on your left knee. Good. Inhale. And on the exhalation, let your knee come over to the left and look over the right shoulder. Oh, nice opening in the whole side of your body as it twists. Good. And then inhaling up. Good. Release that leg down and exchange sides. Left foot stands on the right knee. Inhaling. Exhaling the knee over to the right and looking over the left shoulder. Stretching and opening the spine. Great. And then come on up, back to center, feeling the effects of Supta Matsyendrasana, the spinal twist. And then inhale the arms out behind you. And we're going to come to sitting with a hara breath, with a forceful exhalation to help us, as fuel to help us come to sitting and help us be re-energized. Inhaling and exhaling. Ha! Good. All right. And a nice pose for the first chakra is Paschimottanasana, the forward bend. So let your legs be extended straight in front of you. You want to try and keep your knees as flat on the floor as possible. So when I press down into my knees, my heels lift off the ground. You might want to lift the flesh out from underneath your buttocks so you feel your sits bones. Nice tall spine. And if you want to use a cushion, it helps a lot to help lift the spine. You want to sit on the edge of a cushion is great too. Inhale the arms up, stretching and reaching. Good. And then exhale and come forward and down, reaching those chest points forward. Good. Reaching, reaching, reaching. And then let your spinal round a little bit here. Let your arms drop down to grab, whether it's your knees, your ankles, wherever it is. Good. And stretch forward. Good. And breathe. You want to imagine that tailbone is lifting up and out behind you. And feel that stretch. Feels really yummy, really good. Feeling that nice stretch through the whole back of your body and especially those legs. Good. Breathe. So come to a place of comfort for you. And then breathe a little deeper to stretch a little further. Use your breath to help you extend just a little further. Good. Excellent. And then align the arms and the ears and come on up, stretching all the ways up. Good. Lifting the arms and then releasing down. Great. Shake out those legs a little bit. Feels good, huh? Great. Okay, now we're going to come to lying on our bellies on the floor. So first, just rest on your belly for a moment, feeling your breath once again. And in preparation for Bhujangasana, the cobra pose, allow your palms to come underneath your shoulders, letting your legs be together, stretching out the toes. Good, so the legs are really long. Good. Bring your chin to the floor, tuck those elbows in, and to come into the cobra, we want to squeeze the buttocks and press down into the pelvic triangle, which is the hip bones and the pubic bone, and press into the legs and the feet. So the whole lower body stays on the floor as we come on up slowly, first without using your hands. Coming up, and then engage the hands, pressing into the palms, and slowly come up. Good. Coming into the cobra. And for you, this might be over here, might just be a little way for you if you're doing it for the first time. So be mindful of your back. So coming up as far as you can comfortably. Good. Using the squeeze to protect your lower back. The squeeze of the buttocks protects the lower back. This is not the cobra with your shoulders to your ears like this. Cobra is bent elbows with the shoulders far from the ears. You'll really feel it in the arms and in the deep contraction of the lower back. Feels good. Breathe. Great. A few more breaths. Feel those legs pressing into the floor. Good. And then slowly release down, slowly coming down. Good. And then resting for a moment. And then bring your hands once again underneath your shoulders and press back into Garbhasana, the child pose, letting your buttocks rest on your heels. Nice resting pose. Use deep breath here. If this is hard for you, you can bring a cushion underneath your buttocks to help support you. So we're letting our spine round and relax in the other direction. Good. Okay. So from here, allow yourself to slowly come roll onto your back in the corpse pose in preparation for relaxation and meditation. Come to laying on your back in Shavasana, the corpse pose, in preparation for relaxation. Let your eyes close and let your whole body be soft on the earth. Bring your awareness to your feet and move them slightly, releasing any holding in the feet. And notice your legs. Let them be soft. Releasing through the hips and belly. Breathing fully, releasing fully. Notice your hands. Wiggle them a little bit, letting go of any holding in the hands. Let your arms and shoulders be soft, and let your belly, solar plexus, and chest release totally. Let the face be soft. Neck and shoulders, letting go and releasing through the whole body, inhaling fully, exhaling completely, letting yourself rest in Yoga Nidra, using this time to integrate the work that you've done. letting go, doing nothing. And begin to slowly awaken your body, stretching out the feet and hands, ankles and wrists, letting your neck come side to side, and slowly come onto one side into a fetal position, giving yourself a nice big hug, sending yourself lots of love and appreciation for the good work you've done for yourself. Allow yourself to come into a comfortable seated position, letting your spine be tall, pressing out your chest points, face and shoulders soft. Find your breath. Slow, even, long, full breath. And allow yourself to notice sensations in your body, especially in the legs and feet. And notice what it was like for you to explore grounding, strengthening poses today. And then notice your heart center and your mind, thoughts and feelings. And notice thoughts and feelings about feeling safe and secure, your ability and your trust in surviving in the world. How can yoga be of support to you to practice affirming that you have enough and that all your needs will be met? Perhaps just connecting with the earth, with grounding poses, or breathing deeply, or just knowing that all your needs will be met. Just be with that for a moment and breathe into your root chakra, your first chakra at the base of your spine, bringing your breath there and bringing the affirmation there. I am safe. All my needs are met. And then allow your breath to deepen into your belly, into your hara, inhaling fully. And exhale, letting out a sigh, and allowing your eyes to slowly open. And as your eyes open, let your hands come to your heart. Namaste. Thank you for this time. I honor the light in you. Blessings.